on the floor. Let's take you there live.
People in power, next thing you know, CBC is dead. I'm trending. Because your people are trying to silence us. Mr. Begitele, you're telling us about the 4 laboratories in the whole country. Back then, COVID-19 came. You as ministers and presidents were able to get money out of the rocks, grasses, water to make sure that people, even in the rural areas, were educated about COVID-19. How do we know this was done? It's because even Ugogo Ongagwazukulmisingisi knew that she had to wear a mask. So if you are showing us, Minister Maite, a wet book saying it must go to our society, what about our grannies who can't read? What must happen then? Mr. Kele, SAPS, behind the uniform is a man. You are failing to give your officers counseling. That is why when we go to police stations, they are inundated with their own personal issues from home, that they cannot give us attention for cases that need to be done. You are failing to put money to train them. Mr. Ronald Lamula, I'll tell you about the courts, sir, because I'm in courts almost on a daily. We see brown envelopes being moved in courts, sir. What am I talking about? Our Honorable President Cyril Ramaphosa said gender-based violence and femicide is our second pandemic before COVID. COVID is gone, it means it's the first. Sir, answer to me. How does a foreign national murder a South African and they get 10,000 rand bail? How does that happen? If GBV is prioritized, the last one, sorry, our governing party, we have seen you guys rely on these mega churches for votes. That is why foundations like ours that advocate against GBV within the church, you don't fund us, you lock us up, you silence us, because many of you have been to Bishop Stephen Zondo's church. It was our foundation that took him through the CRN commission. As a result, he's currently on trial for 10 accounts of rape. But guess what? We are not being given money. Right, finally, Mrs. Mabisa, you said the courts, you said parliament is for the people. Now please help me. MPs who are accused of GBVF still have the right to stand and address us as a country. Just last week, the Minister of Finance, who was accused of the GBVF case, because we as Kwanele Foundation have been following that case, the victim refused to continue with the case because of intimidation, and as a result, NPA Pumalanga, Miss Monica, told us that they had to stop the case. Does that mean that he did not do something to the victim? So when we watch TV, your MPs who are accused, who are speaking, we should have faith and trust your government. Shame on you. Magna do me so. Finally, civil society. I want to say, when it comes to civil society, you spoke about state accountability and funding. We as Kwanele Foundation, we were kicked out of training under social development and nicked them because we discovered when they did training for us at OR Tambo,